In a world driven by innovation and change, how do ideas evolve from mere thoughts to groundbreaking realities? The answer lies in a simple yet profound skill, the art of proposal writing. At its core, a grant proposal isn't just a request for funding. It is a bridge of trust. Consider the journey of Christopher Columbus. In the late 15th century, he approached Queen Isabella of Spain, not merely to discuss ship designs, but to share a vision of discovery. He painted a picture of bold new trade routes and the promise of Spain's ascendancy on the world stage. This proposal to the Queen was not just a matter of exploration. It was a captivating narrative that appealed to her ambitions. Similarly, the Apollo program was propelled, not by guarantees of perfect outcomes, but rather by America's aspiration to lead in the space age. These historical examples demonstrate something vital. Proposals resonate when they link bold visions to the priorities of their backers. Louis Pasteur's proposals transcended mere scientific inquiry by tying germ theory to agriculture and public health. By focusing on the societal implications, he transformed a scientific theory into an essential mission. Walt Disney's vision for Disneyland, a theme park aimed at creating the happiest place on Earth, was not just a pitch for an amusement park. It reframed family entertainment into an imaginative experience. Investors saw not just another project, but a cultural shift, and their investments reflected that insight. In the social sector, Muhammad Yunus faced skepticism when introducing the concept of microfinance. Many questioned the efficacy of tiny loans in combating poverty. Yet Yunus successfully changed the dialogue by sharing real stories, testaments to the resilience of Bangladeshi women. He shifted the narrative from one of charity to one of empowerment, drawing the interest of global donors. These examples underscore an essential truth about proposals. They must answer critical questions that elucidate necessity and urgency. Why this? Why us? Why now? In each case, the proposals were narrated thoughtfully, turning skepticism into support by drawing connections between the aspirations of the funders and the transformative impact of an idea. But writing a compelling proposal means knowing your audience intimately. One of the most significant pitfalls proposal writers encounter is the misconception that their role is merely a technical explanation of their idea. The true purpose of a grant proposal is to change perceptions, turning your work into a coveted priority for those who hold the purse strings. Investors and funders operate under specific constraints and deal with competing priorities. Their interests vary. Government agencies focus on alignment with national agendas. Venture capitalists seek scalability and competitive advantage, and philanthropists prioritize social impact. Therefore, portraying the value of your project must be tailored to these distinct audiences. An effective proposal acts as a mirror. It reflects the goals and values of funders, presenting not just your innovation, but also how it aligns seamlessly with their missions. This reflective approach transforms a proposal from a solitary vision into a shared journey. A successful grant proposal is ultimately an act of persuasion. History is rife with transformative ideas that faced doubt and rejection. Consider Galileo, whose defense of a heliocentric universe was met with fierce opposition. His commitment to reframing the dialogue allowed him to not only present observations, but also challenge the prevailing assumptions of his time. Martin Luther King, Jr., faced similar challenges with the civil rights movement. Funders were initially skeptical, brushing aside the vision of racial equality as overly ambitious. By highlighting stories of injustice and the foundational values of equality and justice, King transformed skepticism into widespread support. Effectively changing minds requires anticipating and addressing resistance. Funders readers arrive with preconceived notions, be it about risk, feasibility, or relevance. A persuasive proposal does more than simply answer questions. It reshapes perspectives. To achieve this, there are 3 critical levers of persuasion. First, reframe the risk. Funders tend to focus on what could go wrong. Rather than denying risks, acknowledge them and highlight what will be lost if action is not taken. Historical hesitations, like the early warnings about climate change, serve as stark reminders of the consequences of delay. Second, anchor your proposal in evidence. Opinions are swayed by solid data. When credible proof backs your claims, uncertainty is transformed into probability. Florence Nightingale's meticulous health statistics revolutionized military medicine. Data provided not only an argument, but also a call to action. Third, appeal to core values. People are influenced by alignment with their deepest beliefs, whether it's innovation or social responsibility. Understanding the values of your audience allows you to craft a narrative that speaks directly to their hearts. The culmination of these principles reveals the true power of proposal writing, a force that can transcend objections and inspire action. Proposals that provide reasons to change minds do not merely advocate for financial support. They ignite movements and fuel revolutions. At its most powerful, a well-crafted proposal can unlock doors that were once deemed impenetrable. It can rally individuals around a shared vision, a vision that dares to dream beyond the boundaries of the present. As we reflect on the journey of proposal writing, we arrive at an essential realization. Every proposal is a call to action. It urges us not just to share ideas, but to build a world founded on trust, shared aspirations, and transformative outcomes. What stories will you choose to tell in your next proposal? How will you bridge the gaps between your vision and the dreams of those who hold the resources to make it a reality? In crafting your narrative, remember that you are not merely asking for support. You are inviting others to join the movement, to embrace a vision that has the potential to change lives, communities, and perhaps even the world itself.